Ever wondered how to effectively communicate quantitative relations using graphs in the field of behavioral analysis? Well, sit back and relax as we delve into the world of equal interval graphs, bar graphs, and cumulative records. First on our list is the equal interval graph, specifically the line graph. Picture this. The x-axis represents the independent variable, often time, and the y-axis represents the dependent variable. Each data point finds its home on the graph by lines. This gives viewers a clear view of the relationship between variables, making it a popular choice for displaying trends or changes in data over time. This is particularly useful in behavioral analysis for tracking changes in behavior over time. Next, let's navigate the realm of bar graphs. In a simple bar graph, each category is represented on the x-axis, while the corresponding quantitative values are shown on the y-axis. The individual bars, reaching up like skyscrapers, each represent a category. The height of the bar, that's the value being compared. In behavioral analysis, bar graphs can be used to compare different behaviors or interventions. Now imagine a cityscape with more than one skyscraper per plot. This is a grouped bar graph. It's used when comparing multiple variables within each category. Each category still resides on the x-axis, but now multiple bars stand side by side, each representing a different variable. Again, the heights of the bars reflect the quantitative values being compared. This is a great way to compare the effects of different interventions in behavioral analysis. Finally, we arrive at the world of cumulative records, specifically the cumulative frequency graph. Here, the x-axis showcases the data values, while the y-axis represents the cumulative frequency. Starting at 0, the graph increases by the frequency of each data value as we move along the x-axis, providing insights into the distribution and cumulative pattern of the data. In behavioral analysis, this can provide insights into the cumulative effect of an intervention. As we graph data for effective communication, remember to choose appropriate scales for the axes, label them clearly, and provide a title as well as a concise legend. Consistency in colors, patterns, and symbols is key differentiate between data series or categories. And don't forget to include error bars or confidence intervals where needed to indicate the variability of the data. These tips are especially important when graphing data in behavioral analysis to ensure clear and effective communication. The graph type selected should be based on the data and the intended message. Always choose the graph that best represents the quantitative relationship you wish to communicate, presenting the data in a clear and understandable manner. In behavioral analysis, the right graph can make all the difference in communicating your findings. Lastly, consider the standard celeration chart, a semi-logarithmic chart used in precision teaching by Ogden Lindsley. This chart is a standardized way of charting and analyzing how the frequency of behavior changes over time. It's used for charting academic and social behaviors and for increasing fluency. The elegance of such a graph is that when behavior changes by factor within a given period, the slope of the change looks the same, regardless of whether you start with a high or low level of behavior. This is a powerful tool in behavioral analysis for tracking and analyzing changes in behavior over time. So, when it comes to graphing data to communicate quantitative relations in behavioral analysis, always remember, clarity, consistency, and appropriate selection are key. Happy graphing!